What's up, guys? It's your boy Ace from AceMadden.com, and today we're going to talk about a play out of Gun Bunch that can bomb cover 2 and cover 3, and then I'll also show you a version of the play that beats man coverage. So Gun Bunch is something that's been somewhat of a hot topic. You know, it kind of got nerfed at the beginning of the year, but you know, some of the top pros are still running Gun Bunch at a very high level. So I feel like it's worth talking about. So let's go ahead and talk about the Bills Gun Bunch. Now, I will say the play we're going over is going to be, if I could find it, deep corner. This can be found in the Bills, Broncos, Falcons, Giants, Packers, Steelers, Titans, and West Coast. So it's a popular play that can be found in pretty much any bunch. And I recommend using a bunch that does have it because I do think that this is one of the best plays. So deep corner, and then we'll go against a, let's say, cover 3 to start. Now, before I get into the breakdown, just want to let you guys know, if you are a member on the site, I did just drop 3 new videos last night, which is how to defend MTY Saint, how to block dollar with just your running back, and then scoring in the red zone, more specifically passing concepts down in the red zone. So if you guys need those videos, like I said, acemadden.com/tips. If you're not a member, it's easily worth it. Just use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. You'll gain access to, you know, the tips as well as the ebooks if you're a pro member. So check that out, and let's get into it. So for deep corner, what we're going to do here, for the bomb at least, is we're going to streak RB, zig A, and then come back X, and then you can block your running back too. So it's just kind of like a basic looking beater. You know, the streak and the skinny post, it's been kind of a beating concept for years now. And, you know, the zig is going to help distract the user. If they end up being in man coverage, he's going to end up beating man coverage. Now, I will say if they are a man, it's not going to be like the best play ever. Not this setup, at least. But this is pretty much what's going to happen here. You know, it gets open pretty quickly because it gets underneath the safety. So you're going to see streak pushes back. Zig is wide open. So let's just say the user is defending the post. So you're still going to have the zig probably. But, you know, it's kind of a two-man read here. You have the skinny post or you have the zig when you run this setup. I really wouldn't look at anybody else. The comeback is just to keep an outside third towards the sideline. But really, you know, this is what you want. You want this little skinny post. And it's not going to be a one-play touchdown every time because it just kind of depends on when you throw it. If you get plenty of time in the pocket, then yeah, you know, you can get the one-play touchdown. But sometimes you're going to have to throw it a little bit early, and right there, you know, safety can still make a play and stop you from getting to the end zone. So, you know, it's pretty basic versus cover 3. You're just kind of getting the skinny post underneath the middle third, and then for cover 2, it's the same route concept, but it's just going to look different. So Tampa 2, block the running back. So your play should look just like this. Like I said, I will show you what to do versus man coverage as well. Like if you're fully expecting man coverage. So right here, you're noticing the mid read is actually getting really, really deep. So if you know they're in a cover 2, I would maybe put the running back on an out route and just give you an extra option underneath. But the post does technically split the safeties. So I'll try to hit him this time. Let me block my running back and run it like this. Hopefully get enough time. So just like that, that's basically what it's going to look like. You know, the comeback keeps that deep half kind of towards the sideline a little bit. And then the other deep half kind of has to respect the streak. So the mid read gets really deep. I mean, look how far these yellows are dropping. I mean, you have your zig. If you have your running back on a route, he's going to be open. And honestly, when people run cover 2, you know, they don't keep mid reads on the field too often. So this is probably going to be open sooner than it is in practice mode. So I think that's worth mentioning. That, you know, what you're seeing here is not necessarily what you'll see online. People don't really keep these super deep yellows. But, you know, if they end up doing that, then you have the option. And it kind of just depends on what routes you have on the field. So as you saw right there, the yellow didn't drop that far because he's only dropping that far because there was nothing attacking him. But right here, something is attacking him. And then he comes down pretty nicely. So that's how to beat cover 3 and cover 2 using that setup. It's very basic. You do need time, and I do not recommend running it every single snap, especially in this meta when cover 2 really isn't common, and then cover 3, you know, it is kind of common, but at the same time, man coverage is even more common. So deep corner versus, let's just say cover 1 hole. So all we're going to do for this setup is we're going to zig A and then out route our running back. So if they're in a cover 0, you can of course block your running back. That's up to you. But in this case, I know it's not a cover 0, so I'm going to go ahead and out route my running back, and my play is going to look like this. And at this point, you have like pretty much every route can beat man coverage. I'd say the one that's least likely to beat man is the skinny post. So keep that in mind. And right there, actually, everything got bagged, which is amazing. Really what you're going to see is like the zig in this corner. You know, they get open a ton. Right there. So here's the corner. No abilities on Julio. That's just the route. The route just gets open. So again, in this case, I'm going to block my running back at time. Again, you see how he just gets back? Like, this game is just so freaking inconsistent. Like, it's kind of annoying from a competitive standpoint at how man coverage is just so random. It's not even shading related. It's just, see how open he gets this time? So I recommend not blind throwing that. Just make sure you guys, you know, use your eyes and wait for that break. Because, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I kind of will stare down one route and I'll be like ready to throw him even on his break. And then I'll throw a pick just because I'm expecting him to get open instead of using my eyes and seeing if he gets open. Right here is zig. But yeah, like the only thing that's really not going to get open consistently is that skinny post. Maybe if you have a specific ability on him, but from what I've seen, he's just kind of bagged. Even if he gets pressed, he doesn't get like a lot of separation. But yeah, I mean, that's the play. Those are the 2 different setups that I came up with. Well, not necessarily that I came up with. I mean, deep corner is being used by actual bunch users, and I'm not a bunch user, so let me set the record straight on that. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe for more Madden 23 content. And then if you guys need additional help with Madden 23, acemadden.com. Use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. See you guys tomorrow.